Today, I'm going to be going through and showing you guys how you can solo the new Unstable Rift here in Modern Warfare Zombies. Now, if you are wanting to attempt to do this solo, I am going to warn you right now, this is definitely no simple task and it will be a little bit difficult. Hopefully, we can definitely make your time a little bit easier here today. I've already made several runs to this thing and tried several different strategies that I had in mind, and this is the one that I had the most success with so far, so let me know what you guys think. Before we jump into the video really quick, welcome back to the channel, everybody. If y'all don't know, my name is Ghost. I appreciate everybody that stops by the video today. If you are into zombies content or anything Call of Duty, consider rocking the hell out of that like button for me and subscribing to the channel. We are getting so much closer to that 20,000 subscriber goal, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the crazy support lately. First off, I will really quickly run through and tell you guys how you can access these unstable rifts. Now, if you guys missed the video yesterday, we did a complete in-depth video on how you can access these things, so if you haven't seen that yet, please go watch that one. But basically, there's going to be these pillars that are spawning all over the main Urzikstan map. We'll throw this image up on the screen right here. Big shout out to MWZHUB.gg. They updated on this one hella quick. These are going to be all of your obelisk spawning locations. Once you find these and activate them, you're going to have to be killing zombies inside the circle with the ammo mod that it shows at the bottom of the obelisk. And once you complete 3 of these around the map, that's when you will get access to the unstable rift. Now, this thing is open for everybody, so you're going to want to hurry up and get over there before somebody else does. Now, this has been kind of a pain in the ass for me, I do have to admit, and it is pretty frustrating because it's not just tied to each individual squad. It actually works for the map as a whole. So let's say if you've gotten 2 of the obelisks done and somebody else does 1, then the rift's going to open up and then it's just a race for whoever gets over there first, which I don't necessarily find to be fair, and it is going to spawn closest to the one that did the last obelisk. The one thing that has happened to me quite a few times is I will get 2 of these things done and then somebody will come along and do the last one and then jump into the rift, and then I'm sitting there going, damn, and I gotta go around and do 3 more. Now, luckily, these things do repeatedly keep spawning into the match. You're not just capped off at 1, and these things do almost immediately spawn back in. There's not like a huge waiting time or anything. It's just the time that it takes going around the map looking for the ones that have actually spawned in. That's where it can be a little bit of a pain sometimes. This thing will give you rewards once you complete these things that do drop ammo mods for you to complete your next ones, but it's not guaranteed to give you the exact ones that you need. But I think once you guys really start learning where all of the pillars and everything spawn in, this is a lot easier to start than I think a lot of people are realizing. And it's also not so one and done like I'm seeing a lot of people really thinking that it is. I'm seeing a lot of people have the notion that they think that once one squad goes in that it's just done with, but that's not really the case. You can actually do several squads. If not, I almost think every squad can go into these rifts if they wanted. It is just a little bit slightly frustrating when you go around and do all of the work to get these things open to have somebody else go over there and take your portal. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Now, luckily, like I said, if you do end up finishing the last one, or if you've gone through all of the work to do all of these, it will hopefully spawn closest to you, so you should have an easier time getting inside. Now, once you guys get in here, there is going to be a total of 5 rounds that you guys have to outlast, or in this game, they call them phases, where in this game, these are actually not kill-based. This is actually going to be a time-based thing where you're just going to have to survive in here long enough to where the boss is going to spawn in. Now, once you kill the boss, that will kill off the rest of the zombies that are in the map, and then that's when your next phase is going to start. Now, beware, because the larger bosses like the manglers and mimics and the disciples, those will still be hanging around once your phase rolls over to the next one and you're trying to grab your rewards, so just be wary of those guys. Now, for this run in particular, we are running with the RGL and we do have the dead wire detonators on it. I would say that is a must if you guys are going to attempt to do it with this thing. I did try it without the dead wire detonators and it really just didn't quite give me the same results. I mean, we were able to handle it pretty good. It's just we got to about phase 5 and we just ended up going down without having that little bit of extra dead wire for the crowd control and also taking out bosses easier. Honestly, I gotta say, if you don't have the dead wire detonators, the RGL actually feels a little bit underwhelming. Now, the one thing I did notice that I was having to do is that whenever the bosses would come in, is I would usually throw a decoy or a cashmere or whatever I had, and I would shoot the boss with the Renetti that I had, just because I noticed that was actually doing way more damage than the RGL. Except when it came to the very last boss, which on phase 5 you will have the very last boss that comes out. Very similar to the Easter egg boss in the Season 3 Reloaded Dark Aether, you have to kill 2 other bosses before you're able to damage the health on this one. Once you get those 2 guys dealt with and you shoot this very last phase 5 boss with the RGL with dead wire detonators on it, he's just an insta kill. Honestly, he was the easiest boss in this rift to take care of. I don't know if maybe that's a glitch or something that they're gonna fix, but definitely an extremely easy way to take care of the final boss here in the Unstable Rift. Now, another great weapon to do this with, which was actually my first weapon that I attempted, was with the Wonder Waff. The Wonder Waff was easily able to carry me all the way up to phase 5, but once I had to deal with the bosses, that's where I struggled a little bit. Maybe if I figure out a better way to take down that boss, I'll let you guys know, but you can also bring in a jug if you need to take care of some of these bosses a little bit easier. I figured that out. Now, you could also, since this is entirely just time-based, you could bring in a Scorcher and stay in the sky for the entire duration of the phase and just wait for the boss to come out. See the video by Glitching Queen where her and her friends went up, and that's pretty much how they did it. They just stayed in the sky with their Scorchers and they'd come back down when the bosses would come out. Apparently there's also a little ledge that you can stand on too that's not accessible without the Scorcher, and zombies can't even get to you up there. So if you guys are looking for a quick little cheesy way to get it done, you could probably do it that way. I'll probably attempt to do it like that after this. But doing this with the RGL was pretty damn easy. I mean, you got that nice knockback power, so you can just get those zombies out of your way wherever you're going. This rift definitely does have a little bit of a flow to it. Like, you're not going to want to be constantly moving, but you are going to want to be continuously moving. And what I mean by that is, like, once you get to the top of the stairs, you can sit up there and take out a bunch of zombies. Then once you start getting a little bit overrun and the majority of the zombies are on that side of the room, that's when you can jump over to the middle and then access the other side of the map. And it's just kind of a rinse and repeat thing. Once you jump on the other side of the stairs, just go up, take out as many zombies as you can, jump over to the other side, rinse and repeat. Now, phase 1, 2, and 3 are all pretty damn easy, I do gotta say, but once you get up to phase 4 and 5, that's where things are probably gonna get a little bit rocky. That's when they start sending out like those electrifying mimics and the disciples and stuff, like from the season 2 Reloaded Dark Aether. These things can actually shock you from like long distances. Once they start shocking you, it does kind of suck. I mean, you just start sitting there and you're spamming the trigger, your health goes all the way down to the bottom, you're missing a bunch of plates. It's kind of scary. All in all, I do have to say that I like the difficulty of the Unstable Rift. I'm a little bit disappointed in the fact that I wanted it to be a little bit more like an actual round-based zombies mode. Somebody in the comments actually said it absolutely perfect. This isn't really a round-based mode, it's more just like a P&D contract on steroids. And that really is exactly to a T what this feels like, and really what it is. Whenever you start an Outlast contract inside of any of the Dark Aethers, you're confined to a really small space where you just have to survive the time allotted until it's over and then you complete the contract. Well, this is almost the same way, except for you have to kill bosses at the end. I don't know, for me it's kind of like a happy sad thing. I like the difficulty, I just kind of wish there was a little bit more to it and it wasn't so simplified. But I'm definitely having some fun with it. It was definitely a challenge to get this done solo. I seen a bunch of people doing it with teams and I was like, you know what, nah, screw that, man. I really want to get this done solo. So after many tries, we finally came in here and we got it done, guys. Maybe if you guys are looking for a little bit of a challenging thing here in Modern Warfare Zombies, and if you haven't tried this yet, this is definitely a way that you guys can get this done. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys are thinking about this Unstable Rift. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all so very much for watching it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.